Is it possible to review Tesla's Model 3 without getting pulled into the company's gravitational hype vortex?
I don't know, but we will try.
Forget flamethrowers, rockets, and Joe Rogan. In this video, we're focusing solely on the Model 3 and how it fares as a car. First, let's level set. The Model 3 is the smallest and cheapest car in Tesla's all-electric lineup. It seats 5, has a maximum 310-mile range, and a theoretical starting price of $36,000, including destination charges. That we'll dig into later. Before that, let's talk about the car.
Item 1, it's amazing to drive in all regards. Be a lot of that.
Acceleration is instantaneous, relentless, and intoxicating.
Need to blast past yet another Camry? Sure thing. Want to merge authoritatively with freeway traffic? Done! Want to dazzle your 3-year-old with the majesty of electric torque? Can do! You want to do it again?
Where automotive parlor tricks are concerned, the Model 3's hushed propulsive intensity is one of the best. Press the accelerator and there's no downshift or engine-related delay, you just go. Add lateral G's and the Model 3 shines even brighter.
The steering feels stable in a straight line, but off-center, it has a sporting quick ratio. Small adjustments make big changes in your trajectory. The Model 3 is the kind of car that rewards precision and a willingness to probe the limits. There's a stop sign though, so no probing right now.
He said probe.
Real mature, Mike.
With its well-tuned multi-link suspension and weighty battery pack placed low in the chassis, the smallest of Teslas is a grade A badass in the corners.
If you've dismissed electric cars as joy-crushing sadness goblins, you've clearly never driven a Model 3.
Yeah, there's no emotional engine noise, but consider this. Without a dramatic internal combustion soundtrack, the Model 3 can still create reactions like this.
Right.
Oh, ow.
Meanwhile, interior noise is decently subdued, though the lack of an engine highlights sound from the tires. The brakes feel completely natural, which is a stellar accomplishment for an electric car, and if you don't like the acceleration and regenerative braking intensity, vehicle creep behavior, or steering efforts, simply change them.
Regarding steering settings, with such a quick ratio, the light efforts of comfort mode make it hard to steer with accuracy. So don't use that one. One last driving observation, there's a small blind spot over my right shoulder. Surely technology has a solution for that.
Why, yes it does on camera, Micah. With the $5,000 enhanced autopilot package, the Model 3 can steer, accelerate, brake, and automatically change lanes for you.
Once activated with the drive selector, it shows a real-time readout of the vehicles around you and the road ahead, including how it curves. Going to the right now.
It's incredibly cool tech that operates with more precision than some Uber drivers, but the system requires constant attention. This is not autonomous driving, though Tesla promises that'll come later.
If constant vigilance is required when using autopilot, personally, I'd rather just drive. You may feel differently. Got very dark for a second there. I got it.
That said, the real-time display makes autopilot far more engaging than other semi-autonomous systems. My big complaint is the effort required to overpower the autonomy.
You can't simply add a bit of steering or brake when good human judgment suggests that's a good idea. Instead, you have to force your way through the autonomy, which then abruptly deactivates the system. During critical moments, that can be disconcerting.
Autonomy aside, the Model 3 is a wellspring of unexpected but logical conclusions.
Kind of like talking to a 3-year-old. It's the sort of car where you have to leave your expectations at the door. Literally.
To unlock the door, you can either use your phone as a key or tap the valet key card on the B-pillar. Modern living, right? The door handles don't extend like the Model S's, but they do flip out GTR style. Inside, if not using your phone, place the key card behind the cup holders to enable drive mode. You'll notice there's no start button, just pull the drive selector down and go. In fact, look around and there's a conspicuous lack of physical controls. These guys adjust the seat, and these scroll wheels do almost everything else.
They move the mirrors, they adjust the steering wheel position, they change the audio volume, and they also alter how far you follow the vehicle ahead using dynamic cruise control. Yeah, pretty much anything a normal car would do with a button and knob, these guys do. That really sounds like robot noises. Very, very well done, Tesla. You sound properly futuristic.
Contrasting the lack of buttons is an abundance of screen. Cramming all vehicle settings, infotainment controls, and the traditional gauge cluster readout into a central 15-inch touchscreen sounds like a one-way ticket to failure town.
But no, it works great. Tesla has done a brilliant job creating a clear, attractive, instantly navigable interface.
Tabs along the bottom helpfully guide you to the right submenu. Options are unambiguously displayed, and you can even check out your favorite website. You know, the one that pays you to review cars.
Oh crap, is that the runtime? We don't have time for all this stuff. There's too much to talk about. Lightning round!
Okay, here's a quick rundown of the Model 3's abilities and quirks. Over-the-air software updates expand its capabilities over time. For example, Tesla updated the anti-lock braking tuning, yielding a notable reduction in stopping distances. The 15 cubic foot trunk is supplemented by a vast underfloor hold and a roomy front trunk. The rear seats fold, but the releases are inside the cabin, necessitating a field trip inside to drop them. A low hood and large windows provide a clear view out, while a glass roof provides a clear view up.
That's right, green clouds.
The front seats are comfortably shaped, supportive, and include adjustable lumbar support. The armrests are well positioned and soft. Oh hey, happy squirrel! Rear passenger space is fine for my average 5'10" body, but the seatbacks could use more recline,
Looks like I got good posture.
and low seat cushions place occupants' knees higher than we'd prefer. The middle seat offers abundant flat foot space, but shoulder room is super tight with 3 abreast. Yes, we've heard about build quality complaints by some customers, but as you might expect, our test car was well sorted. Aside from little stuff like wear marks near the electronic door release, this bunching door seal, and chrome exterior door trim that didn't quite line up. Interestingly, any color besides black will cost between $1,500 and $2,500. Tesla's screen-based vent controls are much better than Porsche's, and the Tesla app offers handy information about your vehicle plus the ability to control various functions, including the summon feature that lets you remotely motor the vehicle into and out of tight spots.
Or you can just ignore the legal department and ghost ride the whip. Is that something the kids still do, or is it all just Tide Pods now?
Charging your Model 3 with a standard household outlet is possible, but dumb. Gaining only 1 to 2 miles of range per hour, a full charge would literally take days.
It's gonna take a long time to get more.
A 240-volt charger speeds things up, adding roughly 14 miles per hour charged. For overnights at home, that's fine, but on the go, one of Tesla's nearly 1,400 supercharger stations is the play. During our test, we surged from 65 to more than 270 miles of range in about an hour. Just keep in mind, crowded stations mean extra wait time, and unlike Model S and Model X owners, Model 3 owners have to pay to supercharge. In our case, 200 miles of range cost a modest $14.04. A basic Model 3 includes 8 airbags, automatic emergency braking, Wi-Fi and LTE internet connectivity, dual-zone climate control, rear-wheel drive, and 220 miles of electric range, all for a base price around $36,000. Except as of when we shot this video, Tesla isn't building any of those. The versions you can get are the mid-range rear-wheel drive, the long-range dual-motor all-wheel drive, and the all-wheel drive performance model like our tester that adds a lowered suspension, a higher top speed, 20-inch wheels, performance brakes, and carbon fiber bits to the equation. All of those prices include destination charges, but exclude the federal government's $7,500 tax credit.
A tax credit that may not exist or will likely be greatly reduced by the time your Model 3 is actually built.
Some folks might compare the Model 3 to the roomier Jaguar I-Pace, but starting at $70 grand, it's much pricier. Cheaper alternatives include the Chevrolet Bolt, Hyundai Kona EV, and Nissan Leaf, but none of those match the Tesla's technical and aesthetic cool points. The BMW i3 occupies a vaguely similar price spectrum, but it's no match for the Model 3's range and speed. Truth be told, the Model 3 is in a class by itself.
It's stupid quick, aggressively innovative, comfortable for its size, and assuming they ever build the cheap one, accessibly priced. I, for one, welcome our new electric car overlords. So about that flamethrower thing,